know my videos don't, I know nobody watches them. So this is why I am freely to express myself, freely to see whatever I want. Like I said in one of my videos, I could put a whole suicide note in it and won't nobody watch it. But before I do leave this earth, Nicole will be set. I am about to buy some properties, and I'm about to buy a mobile home. It's gonna be in Nicole's name. So by the time Nicole get older, she's gonna have her own place to stay. She's also gonna have a car. So she's gonna have either a 2022 or a 2023. It's gonna be one of those. I'm still debating, but it's gonna be when she get older. So I gotta let my lawyer know to watch this video and let Nicole know that mommy loves her and that I tried. I really did try. I really did. And you guys, I want to live, and I'm tired of suicidal thoughts. I'm getting sick of them. But I realize humans are evil, and I want my daughter protected from these people, especially the ones you call your partner. Them the main ones, your family and your partner. It's the main ones that cause the most harm, and then don't look at their own story time. Let me rewind. This is gonna be a little bit crazy, and I should have ran. I lied about the vision I had. My vision told me to run. Let's rewind. This happened in September of 2020. Yes, because we've been together for a year now. So this happened in September 2020. In September of 2020, I committed suicide and was brought back to life. This is just my version. That may not have even happened. I probably was unconscious or something and came back. I don't know. But I felt like I died. Why I say that? Because I had seen a tunnel. I drew it, but I don't have it with me because I'm in my truck. So I'm going to have to make a part 2 of me surviving. I mean, seeing a tunnel, because I saw the tunnel. I saw it. So I don't think that's a myth. I had committed suicide in September. I was in the hospital for a day, to be honest. I was in there for a day, 24 hours to get probably, if it wasn't a day, it probably was 3 days, but I'm going to say a day. And I feel like it was to get the medicine out of my system, because I started to just swallow pills. And the reason why I did that, because of my ex that I was with at the time, the girl that I was with at the time, her business was booming. Every time her business got booming, she broke up with me. She had a pattern too. And then when her business get to struggling, she want to get back with me, and then her business will get back booming, right? Now, it's a lot of stuff that I do behind closed doors that nobody know about. Now, don't get me wrong, she face front up front, because that's her business. Even though my name was on her business, but I had all the connections. She will find some too, but she will also lose them. She don't take heed to what people say. I was saying this before they started. I was telling her what to do before they even gave her the same advice. So that's besides the point. So her business got booming, and I called her, or she called me. We on the phone arguing, and she said, and I had just got this job at Alorca. It was a home job, as a matter of fact, and I had just got this job, and she was talking reckless. So I took my computer with me. I hooked up to the Wi-Fi on my phone, headed to her job, because I was getting ready to kill. No, I wasn't. Yes, I think I was getting ready to kill her. Either I was getting ready to kill her or beat her ass. No, we was finna fight. It was real deal finna fight. I was finna kill her. But I had a plan B. I brought all my sleeping medicine with me. I brought all my sleeping pills with me. But that was the plan for me when I go home. I had already written out a will for Nicole, but Nicole wouldn't have had nothing. And she would have been, I don't know where she would have been. I don't really fool my mom's side. My mom's side, it's a whole nother story. My mom's side is never allowed to get Nicole, ever. I don't care if you're talking about closer kin. Y'all need to do background check, or Nicole will be just like her mother, angry. Anyway, that's a whole nother story. So, you know, I came to the house, knocked on her door. She wouldn't let me in the house, so I barged my way in her house. I didn't care if she called the police. I didn't care if I go to jail. I was at work anyway, making money. Not really. But anyway, me and her was arguing. I kept telling her I was tired of her using me. I'm tired of you using me. And she was like, I'm not using you. You don't have nothing. And I get tired of folks saying that I don't have nothing. But you still using me. I don't care for ideas, thoughts to watch your child. You needed somewhere to stay, people fine. And at that time, I wasn't a truck driver. I was receiving Social Security because of my mental state, and I probably shouldn't be driving trucks because of my mental state. Is really that bad. And I feel like I should have a nurse assistant at my side at all time, type of bad. Like I should have somebody on my side to keep me calm at all time, to make sure I don't have a tick episode or anything like that. But that's besides the fact. But anyway, so I looked at her face and she said, Tiny, I'm tired. I'm just tired. Now remember, her business is booming. Her business is popping. People from everywhere is hitting her up. And I believe she was getting invited to organizations. So her business is popping. I even almost got her hooked up to my contact, but Holy Spirit was like, no. So I looked at her face, and her face was just like, the expression on her face, it was so nonchalant, as if she had never cared for me. And I've seen that too many times when people, and I know this because of my own biological family. They do the same face, so I know that face by now. And I never would have expected for my own partner to give me that face. And then, but my partners before her, they all done the same shit. Gave me that same face. And she was like, Tiny, I'm tired. And I just looked at her and I'm like, not again. She got what she needed. Because this is how I felt. Because when I stayed with my aunt, I was paying her rent, and she gave me that same facial expression. And when she got on her feet, where she didn't need my money anymore, she put me out in the dark My mom did the same shit. But anyway, that's another story. So, like I said, that face I know by heart. That feeling, you know it by heart. So anyway, and I saw that facial expression she gave me, and I went from wanting to fight her to just, you're using me. So I started opening pills, you know. I was opening them, and I ain't gonna lie, I was scared, y'all. I opened the pills, and I started taking them. I'm talking about, I had 4 bottles. Out of all the 4 bottles, I think it was 1 left that I haven't taken because she took it from me. And she was trying to open my mouth. She was trying to open my mouth to get the pills out, and I refused. And I sat there on the couch calm for them to work. And then I felt it. And then I fucking forgot I had a child. Then I got scared because I'm like, this is it. I felt it. I said, this is it. I'm real deal finna die. And I'm about to leave Nicole behind. And I was like, oh my God, Jasmine. Damn, I said her name. I said, help me. I said, help me. Help me. Help me. Call 911. I was screaming it though, call 911. So I put my hands down my throat, and I started throwing up. And I was throwing up all in my hair. I passed out on the floor, threw up on the floor. And I was hyperventilating, and before you knew it, I could hear my heart beating real fast. And I could hear people around me talking, and after that, I couldn't hear shit. I couldn't hear nothing. Everything went blank, no. Then I started seeing this tunnel, black and white tunnel. I saw a tunnel. I didn't hear nothing. I just saw a black and white tunnel. And I felt something on my chest. Kept feeling this pain on my chest. That was the second time I lost myself into my partner. The first time I lost myself into a partner, she played a lot of mind games. That's what well, all of them did. But this one from Georgia and this one from Montgomery. Oh, and in New York or Mississippi, wherever the hell she want to be from, played my game. One from Pennsylvania played my games. But Georgia, Mississippi, and Montgomery, and then was the main ones. No, Pennsylvania was first. Pennsylvania was, I'm sorry, why I keep saying Pennsylvania? Yeah, Pennsylvania was no, New Jersey, sorry, New Jersey. New Jersey started it. New Jersey was the reason why I hardened my heart and never wanted to get married again because, well, I've never been married or engaged. I've been engaged. I proposed because that's what she wanted me to do. And then she left me for a man because she was like, it's not right that 2 women are together. And during this time I was pregnant. And I actually did that for her. I never told, well, I probably told 2 people. Or maybe 1. I don't remember. I don't think I told too many people about her. She couldn't get pregnant. Neither could I. Like, I was a high risk. I could have died trying to be so in love, trying to be whatever. So, you know, I got pregnant for me and her. And because she couldn't carry the baby, neither one of us could. I was literally dying while I was bringing her. Like, I stayed in the hospital. I'm not going to say I was dying, but shit, I was dying. I stayed in there. The hospital was my second home. And, you know, we broke up. And, you know, she ended up having a boyfriend. She was just with me to heal. So I started to get mean. I got real mean. So after Pennsylvania, I went with New Jersey, I ended up getting with Pennsylvania. I was mean. Pennsylvania was showing me love, but she wasn't at the same time. Like, she wouldn't call to check on me, but I would call and check on her all the time. Like, she would never answer the phone, never call or none of that. And so I stopped, and I cheated one time, but she cheated on me the whole relationship, and that was making sense on why she wouldn't answer my phone calls or anything like that. And she got pregnant on me the whole time we was together. She had got pregnant, but she lost her baby girl, and I was like, what the fuck? Okay, so after Pennsylvania, it was Georgia. When Georgia and I got together, she just wanted sex and for somebody to cater to her, but she didn't give it back. But they all gave me that look, though. They all gave me that look. So after Pennsylvania, I got with Mississippi. I got back with New Jersey. Where is she from? Pennsylvania, yeah. After Georgia, I got back with Pennsylvania, because at this time, I didn't know she had got pregnant on me. I didn't know she was cheating on me. I didn't know none of that. But I was willing to make us work out, because I blamed myself, because like I said, I got mean. And she would tell me I was mean and all of this, and I was rude, and she wanted love and affection, and I didn't give it to her, because like I said, I gave it to New Jersey. Gave all that shit to New Jersey for New Jersey to spit it in my face. So after New Jersey, I had this big ass wall, and I just, I just couldn't do it no more. And so after New Jersey, I had got with Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania was crying and telling me what she wanted, and I would give it to her, but I didn't get it in return. And not only that, I didn't get it in return, it was like as if I was invisible. So it seemed like I take something from every relationship, and I don't know, but anyway, I'm so sleepy, y'all. So after that, I ended up getting with Mississippi. I ended up being with Mississippi once Mississippi got in my life, but it took a minute for Mississippi and I. We didn't just jump in. We was friends first. We weren't even friends for real. We was, I don't know, I wouldn't say acquaintances, just strangers. It was our daughters that actually brought us together, because our daughters was playing with each other. But anyway, so I get with Mississippi, smart as fuck. She was in school, but I wasn't interested, because I'm trying to be faithful to Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania's not calling me. I don't know if we even still together. That's how me and Pennsylvania was. I didn't even know if we were still together. Me and Pennsylvania wasn't talking. She wasn't. And then when she do talk, she was complaining about something I wasn't doing when I was trying to, because she would never answer the phone, would never want me to come over. It was as if I felt like the relationship was catfish, but I met her face to face and, touched. Well, I ain't never touched her like having sex, but I'm like, shit, I feel catfish, but we met, you know what I'm saying? Like, what kind of relationship is this? So I ended up cheating. I cheated once. The girl, she rubbed my leg, and my leg was hurting for months. I think 5 months I was limping, and it was like, that girl rolled you wrong. And I'm like, I believe it. That motherfucker rolled my hip or something. I was on crutches. That's how bad my leg was hurting. And so, that's how me and Mississippi started joking and flirting a little bit. I really wasn't flirting with her, but she was flirting with me. So we ended up being friends, kind of, sort of. But, went on about our day. And me and Mississippi ended up being in a relationship for 2 years. In February of 2021, we would have been married. But, I broke up with her. October is when I met Montgomery. Because after that suicide, I met Montgomery at my job. I Montgomery was everything. I had an episode in front of her. She wasn't afraid of me. She calmed me down. You know, I thought I had an escape. You know, like somebody real deal here for me, and I could spoil her. I can love on her. I can freely be myself with her. I don't have to hide. She's not using me for nothing, because every relationship, I ain't going details about relationship, but every release I should, but that's how sleepy I am. I'm gonna have to do this video over to give y'all a better understanding why I am, excuse me, the way that I am. So when Montgomery came in my life, I was like, run. To be honest, I was like, when I first laid eyes on her, I looked away real fast. What I saw is that I needed to run. I lied and told her. But I told her I should have ran, because that's what I heard was run. And I didn't listen, because I was like, she's cute and I want her. And I'm always hard-headed when I want somebody. But, you know, and I was like, but you in a relationship, you engaged. I'm engaged with Mississippi. So when I was with Mississippi, you know, you can't be doing all that. So, you know, that's another reason why I had looked away, and that's another reason why I was told to run. So, you know, I don't really believe in cheating. I don't cheat. But I only cheated at one time with Pennsylvania. But she was cheating the whole time. I'm not saying it make it right, but, you know, she left doors. Every relationship I've been in, they all left doors open. Even Montgomery left doors open. So, I look away real fast, reminded myself, you are in a relationship. You need to be faithful. Y'all might be rocky, but y'all are working on it. We have been working on our relationship. She has been getting better, but I was still unhappy and miserable at the fact that I committed suicide in my in Mississippi house with her daughter there. Like, I really did that shit, and that mean it was time for me to go. So, you know, I'm up here thinking every day that I need to release this relationship, because it's not going to get better, and I can see myself actually accomplishing it the next time. And so here comes Miss Montgomery come in the picture, you know, flirting and messing with, just when I had my locks, messing with my locks. She was slapping my locks around. I felt like crying because I actually missed those days. But that's when I should have ran. But I wasn't trying to give her the time of the day in the beginning. And then, you know, we ended up getting close, going for walks. And I'm like, I'm feeling this girl, but I'm in a relationship. And I kept saying that out loud. I'm in a relationship. I'm engaged. I'm happily engaged. She was like, I don't care. I'm putting my application in. And I had to tell her, I said, no, if you really want to be with me, I'm mean, I'm rude, I don't give a fuck. I said I picked those up from my previous relationships. And, you know, I did make a promise to her that I wouldn't change. I shouldn't have done that shit. She was like, I broke that promise, which I did. I should have said I can't do that. I should have said, depends on this relationship, how I am. I said, because I don't know. It depends on the relationship. I said, if the relationship rocky and bad, then you gon', and if I see change, I should have said this. If I see changes in you, I'm going to change myself. That's what I should have said. And I should have ran. But this is what I told her when I first met. When we first locked eyes, I told her that I see us getting married. And building a family, you know what I'm saying? Being one. That's not what I saw. I lied. I saw I needed to run and don't get with her, and I couldn't understand why I couldn't get with her, and it was like it was blocked from me because I was digging her. And then the more we got into the relationship and she was doing little strange stuff, that's when I realized I made a mistake when we had sex, because that sex was, bruh, listen, oh my God, that sex was great. But anyway, I should have known then that I should have ran. But excuse me, y'all. But she, she's a good girl, but she got issues, major issues, and I feel like she's not only I was punishing her for my ex, but she was not only I was punishing her for my ex, but I feel like she was punishing me for her ex and her family. I don't feel like I ever had a fair chance, even though she said she come into the relationship with open arms and willing to, give that person a fair chance. I don't believe that, because I never had a fair chance. I was always compared to her family and her ex, even though I did the same to her. But she did that shit too, equally, and she was like, "That's contradiction." And then I'm like, "Well, you do it a lot." She do that shit a lot, and will not admit to it. She plays a lot of mind games. It's literally to the point where it's witchcraft. Mind games is witchcraft type of mind games. That shit Kevin Gates talk about, blood in the spaghetti, shit, don't eat that shit type of witchcraft. Like, I understand, but I don't think she did that shit. I'm just giving an example. Probably was a bad one, but I can't think straight. I'm sleepy. But anyway, I literally just stopped driving, and I gotta get up at 7 in the morning. But anyway, yeah, I believe, and she said she has witches in her family. And not only that, I had too many confirmation. One, I was told to run. Two, the more I started seeing us together, the more I started to see the witch, the demonic spirit over her. And I just kept telling her, even when we first met, I told her that she need a covering. I couldn't even say, "Hey, how you doing?" It was, "You need covering." That's the first thing I said, and I'm like, "Why the fuck you say that?" And I said, "Hey, how you doing?" The first thing I said is, "You need covering." And I've been saying it for a while, because she needs covering. I even told my spiritual friend about it. I said, "Listen, my friend, she need covering. Like, she needs spiritual covering." I said, something is after her. Someone is after her. Something demonic is there, and it's strong and it's heavy. And then I said, I feel I feel witches and stuff over her. I said, I don't know if she's practicing in it or somebody in her family is, but it's demonic. But I feel like now that I got confirmation, she's a witch. And my daughter had a dream. She put a love spell on me. And my daughter was too vivid with these. She was saying potions and stuff. Like, she was just saying shit. And she was in detail. So I told her, I said, "Hold on, hold that thought." So I called my spiritual friend on three-way. I told her, put herself on mute, because if Nicole hear you, she's not going to tell me, and she's going to start lying. I said, "Okay, Nicole, tell me what you said." So my friend put herself on mute. I said, "Okay, Nicole, tell me what you saying." And I said, "Start all the way over so I can understand what you said." She was like, "Okay." So my daughter was telling me that she put a love potion on me, and she said, but it didn't work the first 2 times, but the last time it worked. And I honestly feel like this is why I've been feeling the way that I do, because any other time a breakup don't fucking faze me, but this breakup is really phasing me. And I just kept going back and keep going back. And when my daughter told me this dream, and I'm like, that makes sense. And my friend was like, "She's not scared. That's good." And I'm like, "Yeah, she's not scared. She's stronger than her mama, whether she know it or not." But anyway, so and I gotta do a detachment. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm finna go sleep.